What would it look like for you if you chose to live your brightest life? What would it look like for you if you started to embody the true sunflower that you are beneath the layers of conditioning, beneath the layers of perfectionism, beneath the layers of shoulds and have-tos? What would your reality be like then? In Rupi Kaur's book, The Sun and Her Flowers, she's got this poem that says, despite knowing that they won't be here for long, they still choose to live their brightest lives. Sunflower. So she's describing here a sunflower, right? A literal sunflower that's growing out in nature. And yes, sure, they don't live here very long, but they still choose to live in a bright way. Now, this is actually what inspired me to create Bloom Beyond and to create the Bloom Beyond Tribe, Bloom Beyond Perfectionism Program, Bloom Beyond Mastermind, to be able to actually invite you to go within and let this sunflower shine, to shine brightly, to stay brave, and to cultivate balance in your life, right? And the sunflower is a really great, picture or image that you can have in your own mind to really, truly begin to engage with the world and express yourself from that place of light, that place of abundance, that place of just pure joy, right? Beyond perfectionism. There's another quote or poem as well in this book, and it actually says, I point to the field of yellow outside. Sunflowers worship the sun, I tell him. Only when it arrives do they rise. When the sun leaves, they bow their heads in mourning. That is what the sun does to those flowers. It's what you do to me, the sun and her flowers. So that's another beautiful poem right there. And the more that I myself have bloomed beyond my own perfectionism, and the more that I see, the clients that I work with and, the people that join the Bloom Beyond Tribe as well, the more I realize that being able to shine your light is actually a choice. Okay? It is a choice to be able to do so, because trust me when I say that there are so many different reasons. There are so many different conditionings. There's so many shoulds and have-tos that are being imposed on us. But it's a choice to actually choose differently, right? To shine bright in the way that you are, with your unique ways of being, ways of speaking, ways of articulating, ways of creating, ways of connecting and loving and sharing. You are unique, and your light is going to also magnetize a lot in your life, to the point where you will be like, wow, 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 wow. How come this is entering my life? Oh, it's because I actually have begun to embody the image of a sunflower. I'm bright, I'm brave, I'm balanced. And what happens then? Well, things start to flow more easily and effortlessly. And trust me when I say this, all right? I've worked with entrepreneurs, coaches, people in all different fields, creatively, people who have done really well in their businesses and are earning millions upon millions, 6, 7, 8 figures, and others as well, right? I have worked with so many, and a lot of them come to me with this kind of, current situation where they're hustling and grinding and working their ass off and forcing things, pushing and proving, right? But it's only when they're able to shift into the kind of energy of being a sunflower, of being one that is just shining, that is allowing itself to give and receive, right? That is when they truly can experience abundance in all different areas of life. It's really beautiful to see. It's really beautiful to see the sunflower seed in someone actually take root, rise, and bloom. It's also really beautiful to see the wilted sunflowers in their lives and the weeds and the roots of their perfectionism be ripped away and kind of lay out new soil, nourishing soil, where they're clear about their values and clear about what it is that they need and want, and build a life and business from there. Not from a place of I should and I have to, but I actually want to have a balanced life and business. I actually want to show up in a brave way and speak about or express and create difficult things and topics, right? I actually want to shine bright, to ignite this in others as well. Coming from a place of service is very different to the perfectionist way of doing things and showing up. You know, I think a big thing too with sunflowers is that obviously they're bright, they're beautiful. They are truly in their element and they gain a lot of attention because of that, don't they? They're yellow, they're shining bright, and I think a big part of that is also because they've, allowed themselves to receive that. So when they allow themselves to receive that attention, receive that nourishment, receive the beautiful sunlight, they shine bright. Now, it's not different with you. It's the exact same principle with you. Do you allow yourself to receive? Do you allow yourself to receive love, attention, affection? Do you allow yourself to shine your light? Regardless of what others think about that? Do you allow yourself to simply stand in your power? Do you allow yourself to do so? Ask yourself these questions. Also ask yourself, am I clear on my values? Because those are really what will determine whether I will shine bright in my element or not. If I do not know the soil, the values profile, I would say, of the different layers of values of mine, how am I to take root, rise, and bloom? It's necessary to go deep into the foundations before you ever think about shining your light. Shining your light comes easily and effortlessly. It truly does. It's the foundation that creates a sense of self-respect. It creates integrity. It creates self-love. And it's from this place that you will be able to, again, take root, rise, and bloom. And as well, when the seed is in the soil and it begins to take root, it then begins to grow when you also develop and create mycorrhizal networks with other sunflowers, with others at your frequency, your vibration. See, this is actually a concept called mycorrhizal networks, support networks. This is what plants and trees and sunflowers do when they grow. They share nutrients with one another. They let themselves give and receive, and they tune into one another. But also, they do have bloom boundaries. They have boundaries that say, this is okay, this is not okay. Because if you don't have those, and if you don't communicate those, you enforce them, then what will happen is that other sunflowers, other weeds and stuff around can actually then, take a lot from you. That's when you fall into people pleasing, yeah? Or it's because of people pleasing, which is a perfectionistic tendency. So it's necessary to keep all of these things in check. Being like, okay, so here's my beautiful sunflower seed. This is who I am. Sowing that in the soil, knowing your values, right? Being able to nourish and enrich the soil with what it is that you would want, what kind of environment you want to be in, what kind of people you want to have around you, what kind of places you like to be in, right? All of that. And what kind of environment as far as the kinds of folks that you are with has a huge impact on you too. Being able to consider that is crucial. And then being able to then nourish yourself with what it is that you truly, truly, truly want and need. And that takes self-reflection, self-insight to be able to get clear on that. And from this place, from this stable foundation, you can then grow roots, grow mycorrhizal networks, let yourself be supported and receive. And then you allow yourself to rise up bright towards the light. And this is a concept called heliotropism. Heliotropism is where the sunflower shines up bright towards the light. It literally grows towards the light. And this is exactly what Ruby Kaur talks about in her poem, right? Isn't it beautiful? Again, despite knowing that they won't be here for long, they still choose to live their brightest lives. And the key word here is choose. They still choose to live their brightest lives. And so do you. You have a choice. Now. In every single now, you have a choice to live a bright life and basically make decisions and choices regardless of how tough or easy they might be. You have a commitment with yourself to live a bright life. Now, I would highly recommend and I would love to have you in the Bloom and Beyond tribe, which is for sunflowers, which are the free guests that get a free monthly cohort in the Bloom Beyond tribe. And the bloomers, I invited you to join this Bloom Beyond tribe because we're all in there together to be able to support each other and be there for one another in this journey of overcoming perfectionism and shining our light. This is what we're about. Shining our light in a bright way where it's authentic, where it's true to us, where it's true to you. See? You can go to bloombeyond.com/apply to come into that Bloom Beyond tribe. We'll have a look at your application. We have a 256 members limit. Also, we have monthly cohorts and a wait list to join. So make sure to apply now to be able to get in there and you'll get some coaching. I'll hear out your current situation and desired situation, and then obviously you get to know so much more about perfectionism and how it really just makes you wilt, right? As a sunflower. And also you get to learn about the subconscious mind. And then obviously you also get to explore the options of investing into our paid programs, which are long-term investments to be able to really create powerful growth in your life and business beyond perfectionism. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm sending you so much light and love, just beaming it all to you right now. I hope you feel it through my voice and presence. And remember that you are a sunflower. You truly are. Now, do you claim it? Stay bright, brave, and balanced.